I wasn't sure what I wanted today's video to be about. My initial idea was a bad faith, hateful explanation of the word integrity and how somebody very specific that I know doesn't have it. I also had another idea explaining the science of luck and how the best way to be lucky is to put yourself in the position to be lucky. Then my final idea was how to unfuck your life, part 1, and I did a poll on my story. We all chose the latter, so here we are. I feel like I always sound a little bit aggressive and angry at my viewers in my videos. I don't mean to. I'm not. Should I grab like a syringe to be my hook for the video, just like waving around a little syringe, put it in my ear? I see people do that. I'm about to take a bath. In January 2025, on my 23rd birthday, I had decided that I was going to kill myself on my 24th birthday. By this time, exactly a year ago, I was very concrete in my plans. This was my very last chance to try and get right this life that I just felt like I'd always been so wrong for. The time between January to August, things were not any better. My relationship sucked, my life sucked, I was fat, I had 0 friends, I was so lonely, nobody liked me, I lacked confidence, I developed agoraphobia, I cannot even hold a conversation with my family because I'm having a panic attack about it. Poverty sucks so bad. Multiple eviction scares. That's trying to be the best mother that I can be while I feel like I am crumbling. It is now August 2026, and I feel like I'm finally starting to figure some shit out. The first issue is that we are all giving ourselves far too generous of timelines. Even if your situation is not life and death like I thought mine was, I think as a whole, this generation sucks at self-discipline and time management. And if you don't suck at discipline and time management, you probably don't need a how to unfuck your life video. Make your timeline so much more urgent. You don't need a year to make things better. You don't need 6 months to make things better. You don't need 3 months to make things better. I'm an instant gratification girly, and I struggle so horribly with procrastination and discipline. I don't know why in my right fucking mind I thought that telling myself, oh, you have a year, Trinity, was gonna do anything for me. I operate best at the very, very last minute, and if you relate to that at all, I think maybe you're making the same mistake. Next, I think revenge and spite are very good tools, and a lot of people will discourage you from using them as the tools that they are. Do things out of spite. Do things simply for the sake of revenge. It is so motivating. Not this past time I lost weight, but I will tell you that I lost over 100 pounds, and what really set me off was when I had been slightly healthier and I lost 20 pounds, and then I got added to a group chat. I'd been out of high school already for a minute now. Got added to a group chat of high school boys. I don't even know how they knew who the fuck I was, but they all made fun of me and called me fat and sent pictures from my Instagram in there and shit like that. And first I did something really terrible to them that really altered the course of their lives. Don't recommend that part necessarily, but I lost a fuck ton of weight after that, and that felt really good. Anybody who says you can't do something, you hate them. Do not prove insufferable loser freaks right. Why would you want to do that? Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional, and the second that you sit there and just ruminate and dwell on what people say, you are proving losers right. I love lists. I write a lot of lists. I could not function without my lists. Create a list of all the things that you do not like about your life. Make an inventory of the things that you think are the very worst things. Alongside this hateful list, you are also going to write a list of the things that you do like and want to remain the same, or you want them to grow to be even greater. It is okay if you only have one thing on that list, or 2 things, or 3 things. Your list is your list. You can hate everything. There can be absolutely nothing on that list if that's your experience. For your sake, I really hope that it's not, but I do think it counts if you're okay, this thing is okay, but I want it to be a great thing. You can add that to your great things list. I know that I'm preaching a lot of spite and anger and hatred, so this might seem like a surprising addition to this video, but practice the fuck out of gratitude. I preach mindset to my husband all of the fucking time because the same things that make him flip shit are things that I'm okay, whatever. like you're really that mad that you want to get drunk about it, that we got 3 red lights in a row, you are alive. He is somebody who is so afraid of death and constantly ruminating on dying and like how short life is. And I tell him all the time, you're wasting your very short life rushing around. You're in a rush to do what? Stop and experience and be grateful for it. If you want to be alive so bad, show the life that you have a little bit more gratitude. You know what I mean? A lot of what makes him miserable is that his life is going to end at some point. I seem so miserable online because I guess that's the place that I feel like I can speak my utmost truth. But if you met me in person, you interacting with me would never know the inner turmoil that never rests. I always seem positive and happy. And I think that makes a big difference in my life. It always has. I think that my mindset is pretty good, and it has only gotten better. I am more grateful than ever for this silly little life that I have, and for my own autonomy. I am taking back my life. I want a simple drink water, drink so much of it, drink so much water. If you can change something, fix something, or do something in less than 2 minutes, do it. Like immediately, right now, right this moment, check back to the lists that you made if you need to. If you can change something, fix something, or do something, do it right now. Do literally anything that makes you feel a little bit prettier. I've like fallen down the looks maxing pipeline, which I cannot say has helped my confidence a great deal internally, but I think I look much better. I will admit I am an incredibly vain person. I learned young from my mother that looks are paramount, and I cannot unlearn that. Looking prettier has improved my life in many ways. I think opening a window and letting all of the sunlight fill the room is also a very underrated thing to just make life feel so much better. And this one's gonna sound stupid as fuck, but I absolutely love fall. It is my favorite season, always will be, and it brings me a certain sort of peace and nostalgic joy. Altering the temperature in my apartment to feel like fall while simultaneously having the sunlight come in, like it's cold and I see all the sunlight, makes me feel like fall, and it brings me just the tiniest bit of joy. And then a final thing for this part 1 edition, because there will be follow-up videos. I'm just making this one right now and it's getting too long and it's stressing me out, but go outside, even just once a day. Even if you are only going outside to smoke a fucking cigarette, I think that's lovely. My favorite thing to do is to smoke packs of, like, buy a pack of cigarettes that pertains to a specific time in my life that was good. For me, that's Camel Crush Menthol Green. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I have to actually wash myself now, so bye. I don't know.